So this is where I come in the morning and I say, Marcus, why is your office a mess? You got 3D printed parts everywhere and tools and little electronic gadgets. And over the weekend, I decided to build a saxophone for my daughter. Yes, a saxophone, an electronic saxophone. And why would I do this? Well, saxophones are hard to play, so they not only require finger movements, but they require stamina um, uh, for breathing. Right, all the wind instruments require lung capacity, and so that really limits your ability to practice. So imagine being able to pick up a saxophone and knowing all of the right fingers to push, all the fingerings to play a song, and all you have to focus on is your breathing and your tone. I feel like that would make it a lot easier. And you might say, well, Marcus, they have apps for helping someone understand fingering and learning sight reading. And that is true, but you have to be able to play the saxophone, which requires a lot of stamina. So the idea here is I could create this device that teaches you the fingering. You can practice playing the notes. It's got this little screen here, and you can do like sight reading drills, so like flashcards where it will show you the note, and you have to push the right buttons that would make the right note, and just all sorts of drills. And my hope is that Holly, she's playing saxophone next year, and she wants to learn saxophone. She can use this device to train her fingers, get that muscle memory up, in addition to also playing the saxophone, the real saxophone, and getting her stamina built up and learning the breathing and the right tone. But with a piano, you sit down and you play it, and you focus on the keys, and so you can build up muscle memory. With saxophone, you can push the keys, but you don't get feedback on whether you're pressing the right keys unless you're blowing sound. And so that can be very difficult for a child. And so I'm hoping that this works. So let me show you a little bit about how this works. This is just a prototype. Nothing's really connected. I started out just putting the buttons here directly on, and I didn't really like the feel. Some of these keys here, they're a little bit finicky and hard to push, and the actual mechanical keys, they wouldn't always actuate. And so I didn't like this. This is the lower half of the saxophone. So for the upper half, I kind of went all out and I added these lever actuated, and they feel much nicer, much more natural, and getting everything in the right spots. So I'm hoping this will work much better for my daughter. And so I've redesigned the lower end to match this lever-based approach. And then none of the software actually is correct. So but it's got a speaker, and you can go through the menu here. You can click on a drill. I want to do sight reading. I want to do C major scale. And so right now it just kind of tries to show you what you're playing. And again, none of this is correct. It's just kind of placeholder stuff. You can see as I push a button here, so as I press these buttons, it reacts and it shows you what you're playing is the idea here. But again, we're going to do flashcards. It's going to show you a note. It's going to tell you if you're playing the right note with your fingers. You're going to be able to load songs into here, so that it will teach you songs. I also want to do just like a free play where it's kind of like this, where you play something and it will show you what you're playing. So yeah, and I don't know if it's going to work, but I will let you know. It might take a year or so for Holly to actually try this and play it, and get some feedback on whether or not it's helpful. But it's a fun project, and I want to see it through. So that is why my office is a mess. So just got parts everywhere, but it's okay.